Hey everybody, it's Kristi at Hooks and Horseshoes. Thank you so much for stopping by and taking the time out of your day to watch this video. I truly appreciate it, and I hope that you can keep coming back. I'm trying to get better about putting content out. Um, Not just crochet stuff, but whatever just, you know, inspires me or I'm able to share. I want to try to get better at doing that. But anyway, so just thank you for being here, and I hope that you'll keep coming back. Today I wanted to talk about some finished objects that I've completed lately, and the first one is going to be some mini octopuses. Um, I don't know if I was watching I think it might have been Instagram. I don't know, maybe I was scrolling through Instagram and I've seen a lot of like the mini amigurumis pop up, and so it just kind of inspired me to start making some. So I've made two of the little mini octopuses, and this one is the first one. Let's see, the yarn is a hand-dyed yarn that I bought that came in a mystery box. I'll have to I'll leave her name down here. I'm pretty sure it came from her, but it was a mystery box and she was selling them and I bought some, and I will link that here. But it's a bulky weight. It's DG Crazed Yarn is the name. And the color is Dreamy, and it's 100% merino wool. Oh, the weight is bulky. I had 137 yards. I think I still have just a little bit left over from the two of these that I've made. So this is the first one that I made. I used the pattern from Hope Turns. She also has a YouTube channel with a video for showing you how to do this. And then I made a kind of on the larger size. I used the same hook. I'm pretty sure I used the same size hook for, see, that's something I don't have. I don't think I have that wrote down, but I'm pretty sure I used the same size hook for both. But this one has 8 tentacles and this one has 10 tentacles. But he also looks bigger, so maybe I did go up a size hook, but I don't feel like I did. Normally I have those things wrote down, and then this one has the little blue eyes. But I think he's super cute, and they're kind of just sitting around my house being decorative. So we got these two little guys. Yay, almost looks like ice cream. But the yarn it was really easy to work with, soft. There was no splitting or anything. But yeah, I like how they turned out. The next one is, and I know I talked about this in my last video where I went camping and I was working on this one. My son asked me to make an octopus, and I thought that when I got this book out that that's what I would be making, which I think she's got an octopus in here, but I just went with this one. I've made this one before, but anyway, I got the pattern out of this book. It's this little guy right here. Almost, the color is really similar too. But like I said, I got the pattern for this guy right here out of that book. And he's a jellyfish. He's labeled as a jellyfish. Say hello. But he was really easy to work with and make. He hangs in my son's room. Maybe I'll get around to making him an octopus too at some point. I do have a pattern for one of the big octopuses, but that's a big project that I'm not. I have to psych myself up to, I think, start something that big, because I know there's a lot of like stuffing and, you know, just smaller things that you have to do, and I kind of have to psych myself up for those types of projects. It's kind of like the doodad. If I hadn't had Kristi pushing me along for that doodad, I don't know that I would have ever done it. But I am so glad that I did it after I got the finished project done. Anyway, this is the jellyfish from this book. Oops. Okay, and then those octopus, like I said, the octopuses, the octopuses come from Hope Turns. I will link all the patterns and everything down below in the description box if you're interested. This right here yarn is just mainstay yarn. All this is mainstay. The white's mainstay and the blue is mainstay. So I'm just trying to get through some of my yarn. The next project I want to talk about is the Sea Glass Wave, or no, excuse me, Sideways by Lisa Cook. I have been eyeballing this pattern for a long time, and it's a paid for pattern. And I finally broke down and paid for it. It's a really easy pattern. I guess I thought it would be a lot more. I think I thought it would be harder than what it was. It's really a simple pattern, and I'm really happy with the end product. But this is the side waves. I guess it's like a wrap or a shawl. It's long and rectangle. I followed the pattern exactly as it said as it said. The only thing I wish I hadn't done, and I did it because I know how my tension is, and I thought that it would, in the beginning, in the pattern, you're supposed to read through the pattern first, but it suggested, I got hair on my face now, or fibers. It suggested using a smaller hook to do the foundation row and then change into a bigger hook for the body of the project. And that's what I did. And I don't know if I'll be able to show it on here, but you see how it waves, which I guess it goes with the pattern, but it's like this all the way across. It ripples. I don't like that, but I wasn't going to go back. And by the time, a lot of times, by the time you notice these kind of things, look, this stuff is, it's got, this yarn is, let me go ahead and talk about the yarn real quick. This is Yarn Bee Delish, Yarn Bee Delish Boutique. And the color is Tart to Tango. I had 3 cakes of it, and I've had them for a while. Obviously, this, I wish I had a date on here, but this was $1.74, and I used, I think I still have 1 cake left. I can't remember. Isn't that sad? I should remember that. It wasn't that long ago that I finished, but that's what this this yarn is. And it's got what they call halo. Let me see if you can see. See all the halo? It's a beautiful color, but it's awful to frog back. I mean, it's kind of almost on the same level as Scarfy. Once you get to going with Scarfy and you start crocheting with Scarfy, it's hard to rip back without tearing the yarn up. And so that's what this was. I'd done gotten a good ways into it when I really noticed it, the foundation row. And I said I wasn't going to rip it back because it would have frustrated. It would have been extremely frustrating. So I just kind of let it go. But anyway, this is the Side Waves by Lisa Cook. It's a paid for pattern. If I had to do it over, I would use the same hook size throughout. But like I said, well, I didn't say, but I'm going to say, when you go to put this on, you're not going to notice that foundation row, and you're not going to notice the ripple. So it's good. But I'm happy with the end product. It's really long. Yep. So I'm happy with it. I can see making it again. But I like it. Yeah. All right. So that's that one. And then, okay. So I feel like I know I used at least one cake. And I started another one. And, but like I said, I followed the pattern exactly. I didn't add any extra rows. I didn't change anything within it. And it turned out pretty much like the pictures I've seen on Ravelry. And But anyway, so I got done with this and I thought, well, I want to go ahead and use the rest of this cake up from the second cake that I started. And I had recently, I think I saw it on Ravelry. I use Ravelry a lot, y'all. That's where all my projects, I take pictures of all the projects I make and I post them on there. And that's just how I keep up with everything I've ever made. Um, and that's where I look for a lot of patterns. I like to look up yarns on Ravelry to find other projects that were made with it to help give me some ideas. So anyway, this is the second project I made with the same Yarn Bee Delish boutique. And this is called the Sea Glass Shoulder Cozy, which did not turn out as a shoulder cozy for me. I just kind of turned it into a infinity wrap or infinity scarf. But this is that one. Let's see if I can get you a good look at that. Let me turn it this way because this is how it goes. But yeah. And like I said, I used up the rest of the cake. So 2 cakes for these 2 projects. So probably maybe 1 1/4 of a cake to finish this, and then the rest of the second cake to make this. But like I said, this is in the pattern. It's just a long rectangle, and then she says in the pattern to kind of fold it in half. I can't remember if I just didn't fully understand that or if I don't know. Anyway, I went with infinity scarf. So I'm gonna wash them, and I think but when winter comes around, it'll be pretty to have. It's a little on the itchy side, so maybe after I wash it, that will make a difference. What y'all think? Has anybody ever had any luck with Yarn Bee Delish Boutique? So, yep, and that's what I've got. I like it. I like them both. I think they both turned out great. You learn as you go, right? And so my tension has always been a little bit on the tighter side. And so I was thinking if I went to a smaller hook as the foundation row like it suggested, that I would avoid the ripple. Instead, I got the ripple, which, I mean, it might have had the ripple even with the same hook if they used as the body. But it doesn't matter. I'm happy with it. You can't tell when you wrap it around you, and it turned out beautifully. I'm extremely happy with it. And that's all I have to share. That was quick, I think. Thank you again so much for being here and for taking the time out of your day to watch this. I truly, truly appreciate it. And I hope everyone is doing well and that you're having a wonderful week. And I will see you next time. Bye. Hey everybody, it's Kristi. How are you today? Today I wanted to, today. Oh my goodness gracious. Hey everybody, it is Kristi over at, I mean, like, I'm not over, I'm here. Hooks and horseshoes. Nope.